Saturday morning, quite a bit of barley gone out this week, but there's still a fair chunk left, which is good because it means I can sell a bit more. Twins are reunited side by side back in the shed. I am going to go off now to Chester near the town hall and see what's going on there with the NFU Day of Unity. So I think there's going to be some sheep and cows and maybe some tractors. So we'll see what's happening. You ready, James? Yeah. Is Clara ready? What's that, James? Is it baby cows? Got a big one over there as well. Ben? There you go, you can scan that if you want.
Hi, Ollie.
Who's in it?
Who's that, James?
I think a tree fell on his head. I've never seen a proper cow up there.
Give him a pat.
Calves and a tractor. Just up there.
Do you know what the most famous things happened in Chester was, Olivia? Colin McRae being crowned World Rally Champion in 1995. Here. You know what that is? 4 candles. There we go, James, look. There's the others. Oh, there's the vent going under the arch. There's Ray. That's all, folks. So these walls all the way around were built by the Romans. All of them, Olivia, yeah. Can you see off the top or not?
Cathedral bells were rehung in this tower.
No way. They're not actually in that tower.
Yeah, they are.
It's massive, the cathedral, isn't it? I've never seen it before. Like a bit of Bruce Springsteen, do you, Clara? Chester's like half an hour from our house and I've never actually walked around the city. So the tractor and the cows have all gone. Not a trace left behind. Not even a blade of straw. Back from Chester, turned into a long day. Dad's just putting a Merlot across the yard for the evening. People say, why don't we have a big set of electric gates? Cost. Whereas that's already here, doing nothing overnight anyway. So it just stops people, even if they've opened them gates, coming in the yard and mooching down through. This is the banister now that Morgan's been making. I think it's just ready to be bolted together now. And then into the floor, then that last bit then just tacked up perhaps. We've got this to go over it. It's like a heat shrink. So you put it over the chain, heat it up with the heat gun, and it'll make it a bit like the back of the baler they showed you the day. It'll shrink round it and make it a bit smoother to hold, and at least you won't get like orange on your hands when you walk up the stairs. No idea what that is. But this cramp box has got something inside, and you can see the size of the box. You will never guess what's inside it. That's today's quiz question. It was something we talked about that we could order the other week from Cramp. And obviously Rob's ordered it while I've been away, but guess what's in that box and I'll show you tomorrow. Obviously you've just seen I've been to Chester to support the Farming Day of Unity that NFU had organised. With the weather yesterday, I think that affected a lot of people that were actually going to do things in different towns, and I know the one in Scotland had to be called off because they've still got really bad wind up there. The public were all coming over, massive in support. Any that didn't get it, were like, what do you mean, what's going on? Why don't you just want to pay tax? And when they explained exactly what it meant, they were totally on side, so that was good. There's also some people there with Agri Tops as well, as soon as they arrived, so thank you to them. Hello again. But in the last sort of 24 hours, we called the supermarkets out, didn't we? Morrison's were first on board, and then all the others have now followed on and come out to say that they'll support us and they do not agree with the budget and say it's going to be damaging to family farms. So the next move then was obviously banks. So just after I'd edited last night, my bank, Virgin Money, rang me up and said, yep, we're on board, we've produced a statement, we've sent it to Farmers Weekly, Farmers Guardian, and we're fully behind you. So that was really good. That come out last night. So Farmers Guardian, I don't think Farmers Weekly have seen it yet, but Farmers Guardian definitely ran a story last night about it. And we just need all the other banks on board as well now. So next stop will be Oxbury, because that's Chester where I've just been. There was a guy there today from Oxbury, but I didn't recognise him, so I didn't speak to him. But they're a farming bank, so they should be easily on board straight away. And then there's all the other high street banks. So write to your bank, ring them up, speak to your relationship manager or your bank manager, whatever, and say, you need to help us here because, you know, we're going to be shafted if we don't. So that's the next move. Scarecrows, we talked about that the other week. Yes, everyone thinks it's a good idea. No one says it's not, so that's okay. It's just, when do we put them out? What do we do? Do we just do it straight away, next move? Do we have a day that they all go up? People have got to make them, have time to make them. But what's your thoughts on when we should do that? Let me know in the comments. 7 to 8 are both back in the shed. James nipped out to pull someone out of the dog field. They keep driving off the tarmac onto the field and getting stuck. Anyway, I need to do the birthdays, but I'm going to have to give this a bit of a clean. It's a bit mucky. While I'm cleaning that, there was a few little bits that never made it from Lama's show, so I'm going to show you them now. Come on, Bruce. You've had 8 months to think of something to ask them. Here they are on your stand at Lama.
Well, I just don't think that you really are aware that the traditional family business we're in, my father's 82, will he last for the last 7 years or will he last 5 years till you're replaced? I don't know. But the truth of the matter is, I'll have to either sell the cottages to try and stay farming the land that we own, because there's not enough return, even over a 10-year period, to actually survive. We're already having to diversify to stay afloat.
I like the way you really got into character and actually believed it was them. So we brought Kia to the Yellow Welly stand, and you want to tell him something now, yeah?
Yeah, I kind of just want to ask him, Care, have you really thought who would fill your boots when we have young people who are struggling with the future of farming? Who's going to fill their boots?
Here we go, dead quick. Neil Barton that comes for straw. He's on there. He's 43, as well as Graham Potts as well. Pauline Kerr is on there. Al McGee, I think it's pronounced, is 35. And Charlotte Hocken is 17. So now you can drive a car. 84,272 plus gift aid. Happy birthday, everyone on there and anyone else whose birthday it is today. I don't know about everyone else, but I am absolutely drained this week. Wasn't really much of a holiday going to Cotswolds because it was just down there in the evening and then back yesterday. Call on Caleb. Went out for my tea last night with Ben from UTV. He took me and Charlotte out for tea with his wife. That was really nice. Thank you again, Ben. Shameless plug. Don't forget you get your lights from UTV Lights. They're all over that quad track. And if you use the discount code capital letters Ollie05, you get a discount on them as well. Yeah, I'm struggling this week. I'm just exhausted. The videos have been a bit boring, so sorry about that. And in some ways, I think, couldn't be bothered even doing one today. But the reason that I'm not motivated is because of that budget, and I am not letting that stop me from doing 5 years of videos every single day, which is what it'll be when we get to March. So you've got a video. It's probably not the best. I thought there might have been a bit more going on in Chester. Disappointed to see that there's nothing on the Instagram feeds from NFU about what's been happening today, because they could have got loads of videos of setting up, loads of videos of the people being there, and actually got some social media noise, which would have reached further than the people that were turning up to visit them at that event. I see that some of the local officers have done something, but it'd have been nice if the national accounts would have shared it. So if anyone's watching from the NFU, ask them why that didn't happen, because I think they've missed the trick. Anyway, I'm waffling now. That's all for the day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. It's great that we've had all these supermarkets come on board now to help talk to the government about this inheritance tax that is going to kill family farms. So thank you to all them supermarkets. Some were a bit slow, some were right on the ball. Thank you, Morrison's, for being the first. Now, which of these banks will be the first to also help in the fight against saving the family farms? If it's your bank isn't above, get in touch with them, ask them for their support, and let's see if we can get them all on board. We can get round the table, speak to Rachel, maybe even Kia, explain how farming works, explain how this tax is just not even sustainable, and that we need to get this reversed to save family farms. So there's your banks on the list. If any have missed, add them below. Tag your own bank in if you've not got time to write to them or email them or ring them up. But yeah, let's get the banks all on board with sorting out this budget that's damaging family farms.